So I'm here with Merstham boss Frank Wilson, assistant manager Barry Hayles. Frank, what pleased you most about today's performance?
First half, obviously scoring 5 goals. We've had quite an astute week this week in terms of things that we've wanted to work on, outcomes, and training went well this week, and carrying those intentions and ideas into today's game, and then the first 45 minutes looking the way that it looked today was exceptionally pleasing. And we sort of made a joke of it, didn't we, in terms of clipping the goals. We were so impressed with the goals that we scored and the way that we'd scored them. Couldn't have asked for a better first 45 minutes. Really happy.
And was there anything you did different from, say, Tuesday night, which was obviously a little bit disappointing after a good win at the weekend at Casuals?
It's all about the start, really, and taking our first chance, which we did. And on Tuesday night, it was the same again. We had the first chance of the game, didn't take it. But I think today the boys were clinical, and the goals that flew in left, right, and centre, 5 different goal scorers.
Yeah. And how difficult is it at half time when you're 5-0 up? What do you say to the players in the second half?
For once, the team talk was a bit easier, wasn't it? Because it was less about things that we felt we needed to say, because often, obviously, your first half team talk is your assessment of what we've seen. It was more about letting the dressing room problem solve for themselves today, and whilst being happy with the performance and the goals, I think that the word that they were using in there, or the phrase or interpretation of game management, whatever it might be, it was to keep a clean sheet. And to show the same consistency, whether or not the rewards were goals, or the reward at the end of 90 minutes was no goals again. So we know how important it was for us to score 5 goals today, because our goal difference hasn't been good enough. So the team talk was quite it was a different one, should we say, maybe not an easier one, but a different one in terms of letting them figure it out.
And more pleasing to keep a clean sheet or to score 5 goals, or both?
Different answers. Go on.
Yeah. For me, half time, I said we don't need to score another goal, just keep a clean sheet and we'll be happy now, which the boys done.
Scoring 5 goals for me today. We scored 4 against Margate, so we've already had games where we've been high goal scorers, but I thought that the quality of our goals today were exceptional. I think, not to get too carried away, I would say that they are a fantastic template for non-league football standards, because some of them goals today were as good as it can get for me.
And your new signings up front look like they've made a difference. More potent threat up front.
Yeah, Corey up front today was brilliant. Getting on the score sheet for him today was important, but I think that what we were most impressed with was work rate, because I thought between the front 3, Dylan, John, and Corey, it wasn't just what we did or what they did with the ball and the quality they showed. I thought our work rate today was 9.9 out of 10. It was absolutely phenomenal, and it was reinforced by a few members of their club after the game. That when I'd come in the boardroom, they'd said that the work rate off the ball today for them was more noticeable. But certainly John and Corey have settled in brilliantly.
Yeah, very pleasing. Yeah.
And the first half substitution, the half-time substitution, presumably to remove the dangerous second yellow card?
It's funny you should say that, because the ref, as we came out, and we asked him how many players have been booked. He said 2, and then he said maybe you want to sub, you're 14, and we said, oh, we've already done it. So
we just wanted to make sure that numerically we were 11v11. We didn't want to disregard the first half and how we played by people getting a second yellow. It was important.
A difficult choice, and I often have to make it, but who were you most impressed by wearing amber and black today?
Me personally, I thought John was outstanding. I thought he worked forward and back, and he helped Jude down the left-hand side a great deal, and that's why they were prominent in the first half, and he took his goal well. So I thought John was outstanding.
Very difficult to choose, but I'll say Corey today, probably because John's been on the score sheet before now. John's been excellent since he's come in, but I think for a number 9 today and for Corey, we felt it was important for him to get on the score sheet since he's joined. He's certainly played in the last couple of games like a man desperate to get off the mark, hasn't he? So I'll go Corey just because I'm pleased that he scored his goal. And I've got to be honest, it was absolutely fantastic. The way that he used his body strength today, and then on his weaker foot to smash the ball in the top corner. I mean, like I said, there were 2 or 3 goals out the first 5 today that were contenders for goal of the season. You know, they were emphatic. They were fantastic. And Corey, work rate, strength, and unselfish today in terms of what he did. Fantastic.
Disappointed at all in not adding to it in the second half, or you're just happy with 5-0?
I'm happy with 5. I'm happy with 5-0. And I say our goal difference has turned around a bit now. We're going to go again Tuesday and hopefully score some more goals.
Yeah, can't be too picky. Clean sheet important. We even had a little conversation, didn't we, when we were walking out for the second half? So many times you see a team sort of winning the game quite comfortably, and it's a stalemate in the second half. So no, happy. Very happy.
I think we'll all accept 5-0 every week. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.
No worries.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.